Number 75 going on.
Welcome back to the Media Unrestricted podcast. I'm Dylan,
I'm Chase.
and we're just gonna hop right into it here. If I can get our fat faces off the screen here, just 1 second. We got the news here. It came out yesterday from Cinema Blend. Due to we never reported on it, I don't think.
No, we haven't.
It was reported on other news places that Christopher Nolan, who directed The Dark Knight and Tenet and a bunch of other movies for Warner Brothers,
he's done.
They're saying that they're possibly going to stop working together, and that's mostly due to Christopher Nolan making that decision. This all stems from Warner Brothers wanting to release movies on HBO Max. They originally wanted to do, I think, HBO Max instead of theaters, but then they decided we'll just go ahead and release it in theaters and HBO Max at the same time. But this decision to release it on HBO Max at all is what's making Christopher Nolan not want to work with Warner Brothers anymore. Which
I don't blame him.
I mean, if they can't like fix this and right the wrong of this, like this is going to be a huge loss for Warner Brothers, and it's going to be a huge pickup for whoever decides to get them.
Yeah, because Christopher Nolan, I mean, his movies are successes. I mean, I know Tenet would have probably done a lot better without all of this going on. I mean, Dark Knight was a success. Inception was a success. I mean, if you lose him, wherever he goes, that's going to be a great pickup. Yeah. Just like in the sports, if you pick up someone, that's a good pickup. I'd love to see him do a Marvel movie. I'm calling that right now. I'd love to see it.
Like who? Like what?
I don't know who, but I'd love to see it. And since he done the Batman movies, I'd love to see him touch some.
Mm-hmm.
How about Blade? I don't know, but I'd like to see him do. I said I don't know who's going to pick him up, but whoever you are, if you do, good luck.
I was going to say I know Moon Knight is going to be a show on Disney Plus, but maybe he'd be a good director for that show, like Moon Knight, because I don't know if Moon Knight is supposed to be like a dark and brooding character. But from what I've seen on the comics, he sort of looks like that, and I mean. Christopher Nolan does a good job with like dark and brooding characters, like we saw with Batman, and stuff like that. So,
to be honest, I don't think Warner Brothers is going to get a deal done because, like I said, they want HBO Max seem like for everything right now. So, I think him and Christopher Nolan, I think, are going to part ways.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if you think any different, but I just got a feeling that they will be. Here in the next thing, they'll see that they are not together no more.
Well, I guess
it'd be a big thing for Warner Brothers to have a mess up, but
yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
Yeah, I mean, time will tell, but right now I just can't see anything changing.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to move on to the next topic, and that is. Halloween Kills. New image tease how Michael Myers escaped the basement. And I think you can see right here in the picture, it shows Michael standing at the front of the house where the door was, and he's holding what looks like some sort of like axe scythe thing.
I couldn't tell.
Which I'm guessing he used to probably like pry away some wood or either he used to pry off the bars.
I assume firemen came in and.
Oh, he killed him?
He killed the fireman and took that from him.
It's possible.
Because you saw in that one thing, the firemen were coming right to him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because that was right after they escaped, too.
Yep,
So then the firemen were already on their way.
Uh-huh.
And then they saw that he was down there. They're like, oh, don't worry, we'll get you out. And then whenever they did get him out, he killed them all, stole their thing, and then that's how he's there.
That was Michael's version of thank you.
Yeah.
But I think Michael looks cool, nonetheless. I think he's going to kick some ass in this one. And like I said, it's invented by New York firefighter in the 1940s. The tool is the combination of a pick, a blade, and a claw.
And it's called a Halligan bar.
Never heard of it until this moment at 2:54.
It is most often applied to breaching doors and destroying barriers, making it the perfect device to enable Myers' escape from the basement. The source of the instrument remains up to speculation. Given how extremely well-equipped Laurie Strode is shown as being in the reboot, it certainly wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for her to have had a Halligan bar in her cabin, with which Michael Myers somehow finds and uses to escape. However, the image depicts Myers as walking out of a visibly burning building with the tool. It's quite possibly that an early kill in the sequel may show him dispatching a firefighter sent to deal with the blaze, like he was talking about, and taking the Halligan bar from them. If that is the case, it could easily be a further inciting incident for the formation of the mob being led by Laurie Strode against the Shape in Halloween Kills.
Yeah, I think that's what he does. I think he kills the fireman and takes that, and that's how he gets out and everything. But he looks definitely really cool, just standing there. I'm curious to know if there's anyone on the outside that's looking at him coming out like, well, who the hell is this? And maybe Michael's gonna kill him, because I thought I heard that this movie's gonna be really gory.
Oh, really?
I thought I heard that, like, that's what Jason Blum said. This is gonna be more of a gory film, which I'm down to see Michael kill people in more inventive ways, because some of the ways he killed people in 2018's Halloween was smart. So
Yeah.
I'm ready to see what he does in this one, and I'm ready to see how this whole scene kind of goes with him getting out. I can't wait for this movie, and a few more months in October.
Yeah.
Be here before you know it.
Yeah, and I have a feeling we're probably going to get more kills in this movie than we are in the other one.
That's also what he said too. It's going to be more kills.
Well, that'll be good, because I mean, Michael, like, since they erased all of the sequels and they just made the original one I think he had what, like 4 or 5. He didn't have that many. He had Laurie's friend,
Bob.
Laurie's friend Bob, Bob's girlfriend,
3, the mechanic,
and that might be it. Just 4.
Yep.
So, and he had, how many did he have in the one?
He killed a lot.
I know he killed.
He killed the
babysitter. He killed
like
the babysitter's boyfriend, I think.
Dude, the gas station killed like 2 people.
Yeah,
there.
he killed the
news reporters.
Well, he killed the two podcasters. The guy at the gas station just when he stole his jumpsuit.
The guy,
the mechanic. No, he stole the mechanic's jumpsuit, and then he killed the guy who was at the desk
register thing. Yeah.
So that's 4. That's 5. That's 6. If you include the babysitter and her boyfriend.
And then the woman that
whenever he was going through the one shot that people were talking about,
one.
He got that woman. I think he killed. I think he killed somebody with a hammer. Because he picked up a hammer out of the shed, remember?
Yeah, remember he killed,
and then he stabbed a woman through the neck.
Yeah. And then, whenever the bus accident, he killed the cops and everything.
He also killed the dad and his son.
Yep.
Because didn't he break the son's neck or something?
Yeah, and then...
the cops, you're right. How many cops were there?
It
was 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it was just one squad car.
The dude that's the new Loomis.
Yeah. He killed the 2 cops that were in that squad car by Laurie's house. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Laurie's...
Lori's son-in-law.
Yeah. Him.
And then her granddaughter's weird friend who hit on her. Remember? That weird guy who had chapped lips.
Oh yeah, the fat guy
who got the thing through his neck. Yeah. And then did he kill what's her name's boyfriend or no?
The one dude that threw a phone in the thing.
Yeah.
That is a hard ass.
No.
No.
Yeah, so he killed like
because he's gonna be in the new one.
Is that how many was that? Was that like that was at least 10 people, right?
Yeah.
In just that one
10.
movie.
Over 10.
Yeah, he killed a lot of people in Halloween 2018 or 2019? 2018. Yeah, in Halloween 2018, he killed a ton of people.
I feel like he almost killed just because in the other Halloween movies, I mean, he was in the first one he didn't kill many. Second one, I guess he killed a little bit more.
Second one, he didn't. The second one, he didn't really kill that many because he went to the hospital, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he killed a few people at the hospital.
4, he killed a few people. More few.
So he killed more people in one movie than he did in like 3 or 4 movies.
To be honest, I gotta say, I think this whole 3 movies,
yeah,
I think he's gonna kill more people
than the
whole thing.
than all of the other sequels combined.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's awesome. Seeing Michael on the big screen killing people, that's cool. That's cool with me.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it. October, don't know when. I can't remember, but I know Jason Blum said no matter what's going on, it's gonna be in theaters. So no delay in that movie.
Yeah.
So can't wait for it.
And sadly, we got some more movie delays to talk about. We're just gonna go right into them here. A big one is James Bond 007 No Time to Die. It's been delayed it's been delayed multiple times already. It was supposed to come out in October, and or it was supposed to come out in April, April 2nd of this year, but then they moved it to October 8th. Yeah, see, look right here. This latest push puts No Time to Die 18 months out from its original release date of April 10th, 2020.
That's crazy.
And then there's a few more here. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
That sucks.
Video game adaptation of Uncharted, Peter Rabbit 2, and Cinderella. Sony also bumped the Spider-Man spin-off Morbius, starring Jared Leto, to January 21st,
We just
2022.
talked about that moving.
Yeah.
Let's move again. So ridiculous.
And then for the other ones like Ghostbusters, Uncharted, and Peter Rabbit, they have the release dates down here. Cinderella was previously scheduled for February 5th release date, but will now premiere in July 16th.
Do we need another one?
I don't know. Jason Reitman's Ghostbusters Afterlife will move from June 11th and will now debut on November 11th. Uncharted, featuring Tom Holland, will move from July to February 11th of 2022. And Peter Rabbit, who was scheduled for April 2nd, is going to be released on June 11th. That movie
already came out.
Well, I'm just wondering, I think they should delay that a full year to April whatever of next year, because I thought they were releasing it in April because of Easter. Yeah, but if you release it in June, that doesn't make sense.
No, it does not.
Disney/Fox also pushed Kingsman to August 20th of 2021. Focus Pictures announced Edgar Wright's Last Night in Soho will now come out on October 22nd rather than the 23rd. A Quiet Place Part 2 moved from April 23rd to September 17th.
That sucks.
And I think that's it in regards to
it's way too
delays.
much. Way too much.
Yeah, so 2022 is going to be jam packed because
I thought 2021 was going to be that year, but no, 2022.
Not with the pandemic still going on.
Year of the movie theater. Yeah, a lot of movies getting delayed, which sucks. I mean, definitely with Morbius. I think last week we talked about it got delayed. Now I got delayed again. So it's crazy with everything going on right now, but I guess 2022 we're gonna have a lot of good releases. So I don't know. I think a couple of those were in maybe yours anticipated movies of this year.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to take those out. But it sucks. Just plain and simple on that one. Just kind of sucks. 2021 not gonna be any better. Start off with movies.
And I'll let Chase introduce this one. Oh no! What did I do?
What did you do?
Nope, it's right here. Haha.
Spider-Man 3 kind of has a set photo, which shows maybe Christmas time. We fully kind of we don't know exactly what's going on here. We just see Zayde working as a waitress, which could be cool because Mary Jane and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies was a waitress too. She got fired, but then Peter with I don't know what's in his hand, but then that's where all the snow is. So I mean, it doesn't mean I guess it is Christmas, but I mean, there it's donut pastry shop. Thank you. Slap me
there
silly.
was another one.
Yeah, slap me silly. But it's cool to see that they're still fighting it out right now, and because we get this movie this year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which I can't wait for to see what's going down. I mean, me and you've been talking about Spider-Man 3 for beginning of last year. Talking about with all the news possibilities. So there's gonna be a lot of good things coming from this movie. I don't know.
There will probably be arguments as to whether or not this will be considered a Christmas movie because it takes place at Christmas. And the current release date is December 17th. So.
It's no different than considering Batman Returns a Christmas movie. It takes place at Christmas.
When did it come out?
I don't know. Was I born back then?
Maybe.
What was it? 92?
Oh.
90? But I'm going to say it's a Christmas movie.
This?
Yeah.
It's coming out in December and it takes place at Christmas.
People are saying Wonder Woman 84 is a Christmas movie, and it only has one scene at the end.
Yeah, it's not a Christmas movie. I don't care.
I mean, if maybe that would have been in the entire movie, maybe I can consider it.
Yeah.
But it's not. But this, I can definitely consider a Christmas movie if we're going to get it throughout the whole movie. I think it's just going to be nice seeing Spider-Man at Christmas, like in snow and everything, because that's something we haven't seen. I think we've seen it in one of the video games. I swore we have. Is it Miles Morales? Doesn't it kind of takes place in snow?
Yeah. It was because it was in the gameplay.
I think it's just going to be nice. I can't wait for the movie end of this year. It's going to be a new movie to add to our Christmas favorites. I'm calling it right now.
We'll determine after we see it if it's a Christmas movie or not.
Oh, wow.
But we're going to move on to some pretty big news that came out about a week ago. It came out, I think, either a day or two after our last show. Either that or it came out the day of our last show. But it just came out after we reported, after we after we finished our show. But Chris Evans is eyeing a return to the MCU as he is nearing a deal to reprise the role of Captain America in a future Marvel project. Now, at the moment, nobody knows what the project is.
I feel like I know what it is.
Well, a lot of people don't think it's obviously not going to be his own solo film in the Captain America franchise. I think it could either be Falcon Winter Soldier or it could be in Loki, since Loki does take place in that alternate reality where Captain America is still Chris Evans and Iron Man's still alive and stuff. So I think it could either be Loki or it could be Captain America Winter Soldier, or
I think it's
it could be for maybe another unannounced Marvel show, or it could be for I don't know, it could be for something.
There's a lot of possibilities.
It's not going to be for a big role, I'm sure.
I think it's for Falcon Winter Soldier.
What do you think you'd be doing?
I don't know, maybe helping them out. I don't know. If it is, it'll be like a tease at the end of the season.
Well, I saw a cool theory online. It's not confirmed, obviously, or anything. It's just something somebody thought of that I thought was pretty cool. It's like how in the comic books a story that everyone hated was the Captain America, that Cap was a Hydra agent.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying maybe they could bring him back as like a brainwashed Hydra agent.
Everybody hated that.
Like as maybe like a. Well, yeah, because a few issues later they had to walk it back, saying it was a evil clone created by Hydra.
So, it sounds interesting.
But it was originally supposed to be like original Cap was brainwashed by Hydra, or he was a Hydra agent that was brainwashed by the United States, or he was a Hydra agent that was brainwashed by Shield.
I would like
to be Captain America.
I would like to see that. I'd like to see that play out.
Was it Shield? No, I think it might have been America. Yeah,
because
he was originally like a Nazi Hydra agent, and then he was brainwashed to be like the Captain America that we know, and then like his brainwashing, I guess, wore off or whatever, because he said like "Hail Hydra" and whatever.
Yeah.
And then people hated it so much that they had to walk it back and say no, it was just an evil clone. So
I would like to see that play out on the big screen.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be cool. But who knows what's going to be happening with Chris Evans coming back as Captain America. But no matter what, I'm excited to see it again because he's been great. And I knew they kind of Avengers Endgame, they kind of, I guess, ended his kind of thing. But just to see him again would just be awesome. No matter what he's doing, if it's Loki, his own thing, Falcon Winter Soldier, just seeing Chris Evans back as Cap one more time, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's do it right. End it right.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to move on to this next topic here.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell them a little bit about this?
Well, lately we've had more Godzilla vs. Kong news. It first started out with it being pushed forward to release date in 2 months 2 months and 2 days now. March 26th, it will be coming to theaters and HBO Max. And then a couple days later, they released this beautiful, stunning, fabulous poster with a towering Kong over. We don't know what city. I'm assuming probably Tokyo, maybe Japan. And Godzilla like coming in, and Kong sees him. It's just a beautiful poster. I kind of thought at first when I saw it maybe it was a fan made thing, but then it was all over Facebook and everything. And I love this poster. I hope I can maybe get this poster one day and just hang it up on the wall because it would just look awesome. And then today, because they said that same day that we would get the trailer on Sunday, and guess what today is?
Yeah,
It's Sunday, and at 11 o'clock our time, it was released to the people, and
what? I'm not going to
No,
the trailer
no.
share right now. If that's your
I
meaning.
was just seeing.
No, I wanted to mention the release date because a lot of people don't know of a release date yet.
At the
And
beginning.
oh, did you?
That got moved up to March 26th.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't know why. But
March
for some reason-
26th.
For some reason, I just completely zoned out. I'm sorry.
March 26th.
But yeah,
It'll
this
be
is a
in
poster.
theaters
It's
and
cool.
theaters and HBO Max.
And speaking of that trailer, we're actually going to move immediately into. We have Collider actually posted a shot-for-shot, like
basically, yeah.
screenshots of like every scene in the trailer, and we're going to go over. I'm going to pretty much go over them with you.
First thoughts on the trailer before we get into it. This trailer was awesome. I loved it so much. I knew I was going to, but I kind of seen what people thoughts, and people really they're really digging the trailer. A lot of people liked it, and I know your quick thoughts on it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
As somebody who, like Chase knows, I'm not like a super huge fan of these kind of movies, but I've liked Godzilla and Kong Skull Island and King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
And this looks great right up there with them, and the trailer was great too.
Yeah. I guess we'll get right into the shots if you wanna.
You want to go?
Scroll on it, so I guess sure.
But you can just use the scroll wheel. Well, you don't have to do that.
Uh,
Here, just use the scroll wheel.
Okay.
Go up. You missed some shots. Yeah. Oh, is that
We'll get into that.
okay?
This is the right when it starts. You really don't know what exactly is going on here because they skip it out on something, but I'll talk about it once we get through
Mhm.
here. And then this is you see off in the distance. You see Kong's big ass on one of the ships, which you'll see closer when this. We don't know who this lady is.
But you can see Kong in the background tied
Right
up.
there, and there's his hand, and there he is. And this is actually a adult Kong because the Kong we got in Skull Island, he was still young, he was still growing.
Yeah.
But you see right here, he's a big boy. He's got his full beard. Everyone notices his beard. And then here is
Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah, Skarsgård. He's like a military guy. And then there's this girl. We don't know who this girl officially is, but she's got this little like Kong thing. So we assume maybe Kong have like a connection or something. Kong's always had a thing for like people, not like that.
No, I thought you were about to say something else.
No, he's
I
always
thought you were
had
about to say. Okay, keep going.
No, he's
Keep
always
going.
had, I guess, had a caring heart for people. And then this is like this kid. They talk about in the trailer that I guess she gets lost on Skull Island. We don't know. I don't think they said was her. I think this is just a woman that right there. And then this is like on the ship on a rainy day. She goes up to him, and he where's the one?
He recognizes her, and
And like he comes. Where's the one?
it was right below.
Right there. He put like his finger down just because she has her thing out. Just look at the size difference. Me and him making a joke that he could just squish.
Well, because if you remember in Kong Skull Island, he was so small that whenever he picked somebody up,
It was just like
no, when he picked somebody up, I think in Kong Skull Island, wasn't it like like he couldn't even put his full hand around somebody. I don't think.
Well,
Like if
I know
he
he
could
had
pick somebody up, but
Brie Larson's character, like his hand, like she was like in the full of his hand.
was she?
But I just don't know if I can't remember if he was able to hold her though. I don't think he was. And then I couldn't remember what was going on in this. She puts her hand up against the wall. I don't know. I can't remember what was going on in this.
Kind of looks like in that shot. Kind of looks like what's her name? She kind of looks like the little girl from Halloween 4 and 5 a little bit.
Oh, Daniel Harris.
Yeah,
She does kind of look like
yeah,
her.
a little bit. Then you got concerned army guy.
At what's coming towards them,
Yes.
which is Big G. Godzilla's
Big G.
coming at him. He rises from the thing and just heads straight for the
And then his
thing, dorsal fin
his
just
door,
destroy
yeah.
it. And then like they're with jets just like trying to shoot him down, and then his tail like comes flying and like hits one of the jets and sends it down. And then like I said, everyone's just looking on like we're fucked. And even Kong's giving that facial expression like we're screwed. And then this is one of the actual like the quick teasers they did before the trailer came out. Like Kong's like looking over the water, like trying to figure out what's going on, like where's he at, and then well they don't have the thing, but Godzilla just comes like right up and just like knocks him back, and then like you see Godzilla like gets on the ship, which people still don't know how it's possible. It's carrying both of them, but then Kong cocks it back and just bam, right in the face. Bends him down. And then like when Godzilla goes into the water, there is this bomb that they're sending down at him. And then he shoots his atomic breath up, destroying the ship, which Kong jumps off. And then that kind of sends that one. And then we don't know who these two guys are. But again, I think they're in what I want to talk about at the end, who I think they're part of. And then this, we got Godzilla. It looks like, I would say, Japan, maybe, with all the lights. I just like this picture a lot. Then you got Kyle Chandler, returning as his character from King of the Monsters, which I cannot remember what his character's name was at this moment. But he says in the trailer that something's wrong with Godzilla because he's going to cities and he's just killing everybody. He's just something's wrong with him. Like you see right here, he's just destroying. Which actually, this looks like a homage to 1954. Nice. And then you have this billboard, which has like things about Monarch. Godzilla attacks, claims lives. Unvetoes Godzilla.
UN.
Yeah,
United
UN.
Nations.
Yes, yeah. So, and then you got Millie Bobby Brown's character returning as hers as well. And then you got Fire Fist himself. Can't remember what his name is. Hey, that's the dude from Child's Play.
Oh yeah, the cop. Yeah.
Yeah. And like they're talking to this guy, which we don't know who this guy is. He could be part of Monarch for all we know. And then it goes like it looks like to me, maybe Kong's a little younger here. He just looks like him, but he might not be. But what the hell? Where's he at? First of all, because I just now noticed this. What's this?
I don't know.
But he puts his hand up against like the wall of the handprint. I assume maybe from whenever he was a kid and his parents died because of the skull crawlers. And then you see, because you see more of those like ship things. I don't know what that is. And then this is I think they're called the wharf bats or something like that. So like Kong's like fighting them off, and which looks like it could be Skull Island, but I'm not particularly sure because it kind of doesn't look like it either. And then you got Godzilla roaring at Kong, and then Kong's like, "Let's go." And I think this is, you might think it's Rodan, but I'm not for sure. It kind of looks like one of the war bats maybe. And then you got Kong over Godzilla, which might be when he gets his axe, or could be towards the end. Who knows? Kong might win it this time again. Then you got Millie Bobby Brown and them concerned about something, we don't know what. You got them fighting, so I guess Kong arrived at the city and they're about ready to throw down, and then it ends with Kong jumping out with the axe right at Godzilla, and it cuts it off here though. But like he actually hits him with the axe, and it sends him flying back. But that's the trailer. It was a well done trailer for sure. And what I think is really going on in the whole movie, Godzilla's getting blamed for things he is not committing. I think Mega Godzilla is in this movie because at the beginning, the trailer, you see these people running down the stairs, and you can see something that's above them, like coming, like thing. So I think Mega Godzilla is in this movie because in the 1962 he actually disguised himself as Godzilla. So they knocked everything off. But I think that's what's going on here. I think Godzilla will appear in this movie, probably to save Kong's ass at the end, maybe. But I know you don't like them teaming up together. You kind of want a winner. But as long as Godzilla does not lose this, I'll be happy. But I'm super excited for the movie. Only 2 months and 2 days until the release, so it'll be here before you know it. And it's been like 6 years in the making. So I can't wait. So my number one anticipated movie of the year, and it's going to be here soon. So can't wait to talk about it with you guys again. But I promise you right now, that is the only trailer I'm watching. If they release any more, I'm done.
All right. We're going to move on to TV shows now. We don't have much, but we do have the WandaVision episodes 1, 2, and 3 that have come out since our last show. I don't think we've talked about episodes 1 and 2 yet.
No, we haven't. So,
which is weird because didn't we do our show after, or didn't we say we were going to wait until after the third episode came out too?
We did the show and it came on the week after. Or no, we did the show and then it came out the next day, I think, or something. I can't remember how.
Oh, that's right, because we do it on a Thursday?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It came out the next day.
Yeah.
But first impressions, it was a slow starting show. I didn't know how I felt about it at first. But it's good for right now, for this moment.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how I felt on the first episode.
I tell you, the first two episodes to me, I didn't like the first two episodes to me. They're just so unremarkable. Like the first two episodes are kind of like whatever, they're okay. Then the third episode is when it starts getting good.
But it's kind of like in all three episodes, towards the end they start trying to that something's not right, something's going on. But the third episode is where it like you figure out getting closer there to what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, we still don't officially know what's going on yet, but it did start slow because I didn't know how I felt about the first episode because it was more of a 50s
like the sitcom
homage
thing,
to sitcoms. It was weird. It was weird for sure. We really didn't know what was going on to go into it, and then I think what also bugged me was the black and white, and it was like the thing that kind of bothered me. But the second episode was a better of an improvement over the first episode. The ending, I think, is kind of what saves it to make it a good episode in the second one. And then, like I said, the third episode was really good. I like that one a lot. And I think it's setting up I think, to be honest, the third episode sets up a good future for the rest of the show.
I think so.
Yeah. With, I guess you want to talk about the first episode real quick?
Sure. The first episode was...
Very much.
They were in a 50s sitcom.
I can't remember what.
Vision invited his boss over for dinner because he works at like some place. His boss starts choking.
Yeah.
The boss's wife says stop a lot.
Stop it, like she's laughing, but she's kind of looking at Wanda to help him.
And then Vision helps him out, and then that's it, I think. Not much else.
Pretty much. And then the second one, it was probably about a decade later.
It was, they did a talent show where they did, they were supposed to be magicians.
But, like, Vision got, like, gum stuck in his ear, so he
literally got gummed
was, like,
up.
drunk.
And,
but the ending, like I said, saved it.
And what they were doing was, during the magician show, Vision was using his magic, was using his, like, powers or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Wanda was hiding it. Like, he was making, what was it? He was making the piano float or something, and then she hid it by turning it into a cardboard cutout or something.
Yeah.
And then
That was my mom's.
and then they made
Oh, come on!
Monica Rambeau appear.
Some of the funny thing, like with the one dude, the piano. That was my.
And then
mom's.
episode 3 is when like.
First, you gotta go with episode 2, the ending.
Oh yeah, the beekeeper thing, where he had the sword logo on his back or whatever.
And like Vision and Wanda, like they see it, and then she changes time like for it never happened. But then the third, in the second one, Wanda's pregnant.
In the second episode?
Yeah,
that was third episode.
No, well she is, but like remember the second one's when they first thing.
And then the third episode is when the third episode pretty much just focuses on the pregnancy the majority of the time. And then Monica Rambeau's character comes over to help her out with it. And that's when Monica Rambeau's character actually basically tells Wanda that something's not right.
Yeah.
Because Wanda mentions that she had a brother named Pietro. And then Monica Rambeau's character trying to pull Wanda out of it seemingly is like...
she knew what happened to him.
He was killed by Ultron, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. And then something happened, and then... I can't remember what happened, and then I think Wanda basically threw Monica out of it because at the end she landed in like in our real world.
Yeah.
But she still had the afro and the clothes.
She was still dressed, from that time.
And she also had a sword logo necklace. That's another thing that Wanda saw in there.
And that one was more of an homage to the Brady Bunch. Yeah, but the third episode was a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see what goes on from here because I think we might be able to get. I just more or less can't wait for the Halloween episode because I think the Halloween episode is gonna show what show's all about.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's not the next one for the 80s.
Might be
because that's when they were introduced, wasn't it? The 80s or was it 90s?
80s.
80s, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that might be episode 4. Do you know how many episodes are in this? Did they say?
I
thought we talked about it before, but I just
we
can't
did.
remember.
Wasn't it 9 or?
It was 10, wasn't it?
10.
There's 10 episodes, so I'm thinking maybe the that Vision, like in his costume or whatever, is going to be in the next episode. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. But you never know. We'll have to wait and see.
But I think we've got multiple villains, like from a video I saw. I think Mephisto's still in there somewhere. Just where is he hiding at? We'll find out. I know he wants those children of Wanda's, so I guess we'll find out soon. But I think the rest of the show is going to be pretty damn good. I think it was just the slow burn before you get to the good stuff. So I think from now on, it's going to be a great show. I can't wait to see how it ends.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to move on to video games, and we just have a few of them for you, and then we'll wrap up the show. Resident Evil Village, they released like a playable demo for PlayStation users, I think, a few days ago, and a lot of people are praising it, saying it's pretty good. And I saw gameplay of it; and it looked pretty good too. Like the visuals are absolutely stunning. Yeah. And then you can see the woman right here. She's like a big vampire woman. You can just tell the internet and like a big dominating woman figure in a video game. You can already tell how that's going. Yeah. But anyways, we actually have a release date for Resident Evil Village, and that's May 7th of 2021. That's 6 days before this guy's birthday. Yeah. Because your birthday's May 13th, right? Yeah. So
he's still trying to figure that out, folks. We've been friends.
No, that's why I said no. I knew it. That's why I said it's May 13th.
But I think I heard it's going to get a PS4 and Xbox One release as well.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they release it on as many platforms as you can at this moment.
I know I'm going to play it for sure because the last Resident Evil was great. I think this one's just going to be as good. May 7th, which is still about less than 4 months away. It'll be here before you know it, but I still kind of wish we'd go back to how old the other Resident Evil, like the remakes and everything, we're getting just like that style, not the first person. But it worked for the last one, so I think it'll work for this one just as well.
Yeah. And we're going to move on to our final topic of the day here, and that is a huge Cyberpunk 2077 patch has arrived. Now, I haven't looked into what the patch is or what it is yet, because I was going to do it with you all here. And I was going to go over this article here with you all. The patch is available now. Comes in 6 to 9 gigabytes on Steam, 1 gigabyte via GOG. I don't know what that is. 16 gigabytes on Xbox and PS4. Over a week ago, CD Projekt Red laid out a schedule for updates beyond this one and the next patch due in February, which should have a more significant update. Some console-specific tweaks in this update include crowd size optimization on PS4 Pro and PS5, as well as memory usage tweaks on Xbox One family of systems. On a PC, Steam players can obtain achievements while playing offline, and there are some Stadia-only fixes as well. Let's see. I guess that's all it talks about. It says it's basically, this is basically a huge groundwork, I guess, for here, let's go to cyberpunk.net. It'll tell us a little bit more. They're focused on various stability improvements, which you can find outlined in the patch notes below. Memory usage improvements in various systems within the game, characters, interactions, navigations, etc. Various crash fixes, which I heard is a lot of things people were having, related to, among others, loading saves, game opening, closing, and point of no return. It fixed a bunch of issues with quests. They fixed UI issues. Let's see here. They fixed some visuals, some achievements, a few miscellaneous things here and there. And then just a few things. A lot of the bigger updates will be coming later, but this is basically like a groundwork for like bigger patches coming down the line.
Yeah, I'm glad they're trying to fix it and make it.
Especially after they're getting sued into oblivion right now because of it.
Yeah, I'm glad they're trying to fix it and make it a playable game for people, because I know a lot of people were looking forward to it, and I let them down for sure. But I still need to play it. I still haven't got the chance to check that game out, but I'm glad they're, like I said, they're putting in the effort to try to make it restore the faith in people and make it a good game.
Yeah, I'm happy with that too. I think as of right now, the game has gone down the way of a game called No Man's Sky, but as the years have progressed and they've added more content and fixed some bugs, like a lot of people are starting to think that game's great, and I'm sure like Cyberpunk's gonna go down that same road. It's at the rough beginning right now, but as they release, because they said they're gonna release free DLC for it too, so there's gonna be free DLC, and then there's also going to be I'm sure people are going to think of the game as great later on when they actually fix some of these bugs, because it has come out that I think it was the shareholders and people in corporate wanted the game out early, but CD Projekt Red was actually wanting to delay the game until 2022 so they could get all the kinks worked out. So maybe it looks like it needed, but
so maybe the delay would have maybe actually helped it out.
Yeah, but it was basically all of the corporate and shareholders that pushed it out. So.
Mm-hmm. So that's
how that goes, yeah.
But I think it's going to be, once they get it all fixed and everything good, I think it's going to be a great game. I think people will stay in it, not like they did with the Avengers game where they left it.
Yeah, and I'd say that's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe. We've noticed that we're getting over 100 views on on almost every episode. Yeah. And we only have 5 subscribers. So if each one of you that's watching subscribed, we'd have like over 150 subscribers at least. So that would be a big help. Like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Yeah. And that'll be it for this episode.
Yeah, we'll talk.